Hi guys. So it has been an insane start of February, and thank God that January was over. Um, the kids been off for a week, and so they were at home for 9 days, more than nine. So they've been weekends. So they've been home for 11 days, non-stop. I had only one day off, at which we went out last Friday, and we did stuff, just the three of us. And the rest of the time, I've been working, selling, doing my Airbnb. And so had a guest here for 2 nights last weekend. So she left, so I had to clean the room on Sunday. And actually just finished it today because I had to get bits at the restock biscuits, tissues, water, toiletries that I supply for the bathroom in the room. But more on that. So I just wanted to show up and give you some. Last time I left off around the 11th of February, and on 11th of February I had lots of sales. I had a magazine rack, a kind of a bamboo one that I picked up for 8 and sold for 11.50. I had a book, Moby Dick book, sold on eBay, one of my old books, picked up for 50p, sold for 150, small profit, but I just wanted to clear some stuff out of the house. Wuthering Heights book also sold for £3 after buying it for a pound. Dress, I had a kind of a dress that I got for free, so sold it for a pound. And then wallet. So there was my son's unwanted birthday present, sold it for 140, so pure profit. John Lewis bear was bought for £3 and sold for 10. And then it was a Kodak um, a camera, bought for a pound, sold for 5. So not bad there. However, the sales from the 12th of February until now are a lot more exciting. So last night I had a kind of a Pimboli. It's a kind of a plushie, and they come as pilots or different. They're super super cute. And if you Google Pimboli, Pimboli, you'll see, and it's super popular in Europe for some reason. The first one, though, I've sold. I had a pilot one, a version of this toy, and I sold it to French Polynesia, so it traveled a long way. But this one was a kind of like a 90 version, and it went to Switzerland via eBay. It's my first sale to this global shipping program. So that was, I bought it at the car boot only last weekend, last Sunday for a pound, and it sold for 9. So that was great. Boombox. Um, it was a pink boombox, bought for, was it? No, it wasn't pink. It was the gray one. So it wasn't even the greatest brand. I think it was Deo or something. So it was bought for 4, sold for 15 today. Historic Palaces toy. It was just a historic palaces kind of toy. Bought it for a pound, sold for 6 on eBay. M&S top didn't do well on that one. Took it out of charity for £2, and it was a kind of a polo, kind of golfy. Sold for 250 on Vinted. Wasn't great. Halifax Traders coat was amazing, woolly mixed wool blend, really the brand I've never seen before. And Halifax Traders, check it out. Really, really nice clothes. £3 sold for 11. So as long as I think what I've learned with clothes, as long as the quality is good and the style is kind of timeless, it'll sell. So Tom Sawyer's book sold this morning. Bought for a pound, sold for 2 on eBay. I mean, I've been selling a lot of books in the last 2 weeks. Painting. So there was a painting of kind of roses. Bought for 2, sold for 15. Nice profit there. Second painting was kind of a board, a print. So that was a hunting scene, bought for a pound. Wasn't in a good condition. It was really rubbish. Sold for 8 on eBay. I don't think I could get anything that I cannot sell. I could sell anything. And so 8 books said by Erin Blight, kids' books, bought for £1, sold for three, same day. Same day I bought it, sold it. Then it was a frame, like a lace BHS frame, a little cute one with a tag. It was a little oval, discontinued, of course, vintagey, small, bought for £1 at the charity shop, sold for five on Vinted. Household items do really, really well for me. Frames, art, clothes, picking up. So I picked up a cardigan. It was a supermarket brand, TU, and it was with tags for £3, sold it the same day for five. Really nice turquoise color. Size was 14 to 16, was nice. Bigger sizes do really well. Then I had these Boss jeans. They were tailored. They were in this house forever. Um, Bought it for two, sold for three on Vinted. Sold them once before. They came back to me because the person said they were tailored. And anyway, I found its owner now. It's gone. Uh, then there was a bear. It was a Harrods bear, first bear, very good. Not brand new, but very good condition. Bought for £1, sold for 6.50 on eBay. Beswick horse with the cat. So like a kind of a Beswick horse, the brewery horse. So it was a kind of glazed brown black horse with a cart. The cart was in a really bad condition. Unfortunately, it was falling apart. But I bought the whole set for £2, sold for 12 on eBay. It was great. Ben Sherman shirt was 4XL, huge. Bought it for £1, sold for seven on eBay. It's probably the highest profit I made, apart from the Halifax Traders coat on the item, which was great. Stranger Things puzzle, picked it up brand new, one of those unwanted Christmas presents, and yeah, sold for seven on eBay, brand new, sealed. Chalet, so a little chalet, like an Austrian chalet, was like a box and like a jewelry box, bought for £1, sold for six. Not even Christmas, but still winter, I guess. Maybe people thinking about Winter Olympics. So, and that's the second one I sold since I started reselling. So then I had a beaver with a hat. It was like one of those vintagey collectible toys. Bought for two, sold for nine today on eBay. Then I had a wool jumper. So it was a teens jumper. And I think it would be doing to somebody, I could see somebody wearing it when they go skiing on a ski trip or something. Very, very nice. 100% lamb's wool. Picked it up in the charity shop for £2. Excellent condition. Sold for 11 on eBay. Then I had a Ralph Lauren teen jacket, picked it up in a charity for £8. I thought I could sell it maybe for 12. It was here forever, like 5, 6 months. So I ended up just selling it on Depop for eight. Got my money back, no profit. Lava lamp picked up 2 weeks ago the cardboard, £2, sold for 11. It was a home seller, two girls at the cardboard. I saw the lava lamp straight away, picked it up, cleaned it up, tested it at home. It worked, sold it the same day. Then I had a photo mosaic. It was a kind of a photo mosaic. It was Disney, it was like a Winnie the Pooh. But anyway, I've never had those before, and I don't recommend buying them. So bought it for three, sold it for 4.50 on eBay, small profit, but hey. Then I had a cookie jar, so really, really cute teddy bear, kind of hand painted cookie jar, quite large, hard to ship, but it bought it for £2 and sold it for 12. So nice, decent £10 profit there. Can't complain. And then I had another boombox. This one was pink, and I sold that. I got that for £3, and I sold it for 12.99. So almost £10 there. That went on eBay the same day I bought it, which was great. I didn't want to list it because I had already another boombox that I wanted to sell. But anyway, one sold on eBay and one sold on Vinted. So I had a little bit more sales on eBay than on Vinted, which is very unusual. It's normally the other way around. But I can't complain. I am flat out, not gonna lie. It's been busy 2 weeks. I'm gonna probably tell you what the profits were. I got more paintings. I reinvested all the profits back into the stock. So I went to new charity shop yesterday and I got something I don't get often, but it was a Hugo Boss kind of vintage trainers in a really good condition and really good size 9 men's. So I've just gave them a bit of varnish spray, gave them a bit of wash, and they dried out. They came out nicely. So I've put them for sale for 25. They don't sell for 25. I'll drop them to 20, but I fully expecting them to go for 25 in the next 2 weeks, hopefully. Really nice color for spring. I don't buy shoes, but a lot of resellers do, and they do really well with shoes. Um, yeah. So I've got nothing else to report other than I had about 35 or 40 sales from my own personal things and kids' clothes that I've sold. I have also had probably about 1,500 in jewelry sales from a jewelry shop, which is a completely separate affair, separate eBay account, separate website, separate TikTok. So I sales were definitely picking up because there were circa 800 start of the month, and then this sort of suddenly picked up. So we're now around, yeah, a good number. And we normally do about 5K in sales every month on the jewelry side, but probably I'll be happy if we do half of that. Um, Lots of orders coming in now through direct. Of course, wholesale is open. If you want to get into wholesale, Urban Style UK is has a wholesale discount. It's wholesale 40 at the checkout, and you can get lots of items as long as it's over £200. You'll get a 40% discount, and then you can resell the items. I still, of course, do my day job, and I'm just finished it, and I need to go and check something. And then, yeah, so literally when I get up at about 6:45 every morning, I am nonstop till about 8 o'clock, with sales, talking to people, listing items, posting parcels, and yeah, and I managed to get items out of the door within like an hour or two, maximum 6 hours they go. And yeah, and I'm hoping that Friday's coming, it's payday this week, and then hopefully we'll see more and more sales. Yeah, I'm going on holiday at the end of May, so we definitely need some money for that. It's fully paid for, but I just need some cash and plan a few things. But let me know what you're doing. I'll normally do my lives in the mornings, but it didn't work out today because I was out posting parcels. Then I had to collect some bubble wrap from a person locally. Then I had to clean my house, start to work on my garden, start my work. Um, Oh, I had a shower before that as well, so it's been non-stop. Guys, I'm gonna go. The video is gonna be live. Say hi, and yeah, back reselling, happy reselling. If you want to start your reselling gig, please subscribe to this channel and help it grow. I appreciate you so much, and I try to give you as much update as possible. I'm not able to show you all the items that I sell and the buy because it sometimes goes really quick, but I try once a month to tell you how much money I've made, how much of it was profit, and so on. But the general rule is we buy items for between £1 to £3, and we try to make at least £10 profit on them. Have a good night. I'm extremely tired, so now I'm just going to need to change into my comfortable clothes and go kiss the kids good night.